So when I visited my husband's family for the first time, you guys, I dressed the way I would normally dress. That time I wasn't using scarf, so my hair was open, I had my trousers on, I was just myself, enjoying myself, you know. Hello fam, welcome back to the channel. If you're new on this channel, you're very much welcome. My name is Arnold. I'm so happy and so pleased to meet you. Please do not forget to click on the subscribe button. Down here is the red button. When you click on that, you're going to become a LuvFam. Automatically you join the family. Yes. Also, there's a notification bell icon just beside the subscribe button. When you click on that, you'll be notified of my videos anytime I post a new video on this channel. So guys, as you can see from the title, today we're going to be talking about meeting your in-laws for the first time. I'm so excited about this topic because I remember I once made a video about African in-laws that likes to, you know, overdo, that likes to pass the boundaries and all of that. I'm going to link that video down in the description bar for you guys to go and check it out. I just feel like it's necessary for me to also address the wives or the husband, because this video is going to be for both parties. It's not just for one gender, it's for the man and the woman meeting your in-laws for the first time. So as I'm giving each tip, I'm going to be relating each tip to my personal experience, how it was when I met my in-laws, my experience. You guys, I'm sure this video is going to be an interesting one. So try to make yourself comfortable, grab a cup of coffee, juice, anything you want to get. Just make sure you sit down, relax, and let's dive into the video. So the number one tip I'm going to be sharing with you today is that do not have negative impression before meeting your in-laws. I understand you've read a lot of stories on Instagram, on Facebook, on social media. You've read about mother-in-laws from hell, wicked father-in-laws, wicked mother-in-laws. In fact, if at some point you've heard something negative about your mother-in-law, please erase whatever you've heard or you've read on social media before going to meet her. It might actually not be true. For example, if you ask anybody about me, they will give you different opinion depending on my interaction with that person. That person that told you about your mother-in-law might actually have a negative or bad interaction with her. That does not mean she's going to be very wicked to you. That does not mean she's going to be bad to you. So whatever you have read from social media or you've heard somewhere, please erase it and just go there with a clean mind. A mind that is ready to meet your mother-in-law and to love her. You need to understand that the kind of love you have for your family should be the kind of love you have for your in-laws, because they are just like your family too. Once you are your husband, you have become one, automatically that family becomes your family as well. So another very important point is that be yourself. It is very important that you don't try to pretend, you don't try to make them like you. Just go there, dress the way you normally dress, though you have to be very conscious about the fact that you're going to your mother-in-law's place, just like you'll be conscious when you're going to your church on Sunday or you're going to mosque on Friday. You're conscious, you want to dress decently because you're going to church or mosque. So also just try to be conscious. That does not mean you're pretending, but try to be yourself. Don't try to pretend to be what you're not so that she will like you, because eventually that your character you're trying to hide will one day boom, and then it will be yam pepper scatter ishwata yon yon. So when I visited my husband's family for the first time, you guys, honestly, I was myself. I dressed the way I would normally dress, because that time it took me to Ilorin. Ilorin is his hometown, so it took me to Ilorin and I had fun. It wasn't just one day. I was there for about maybe 2 or 3 or maybe 4 days. I can't remember, because he has seen his family for a long time. So taking me to his family was an opportunity for him to also, you know, have that family time, bond again with them and all of that. So we were there for more than 2 or maybe 3 days. I can't remember how long we were there, but I dressed the way I would normally dress. That time I wasn't using scarf, so my hair was open, I had my trousers on, I was just myself, enjoying myself. You know, that place was so beautiful. I had the opportunity to see more things that I'm not used to way back in my own place. So they allowed me to have fun. Okay, so when we were leaving, eventually maybe the 4th or the 3rd day, they now told me that when next I'm coming, they would like it that I cover my hair and I don't wear a trouser. Okay I appreciate the fact that they didn't tell me that from the day one, because if they told me that, you know, I might not be comfortable wearing all the clothes I had in the bag. So I appreciate the fact that they told me eventually when we were leaving, and that does not mean they will hate me for it. Now they know that this is who Arnold is. But whenever I want to visit, I try to respect that. I make sure, okay, I'm not going to wear trousers throughout my visit there. So maybe I'll just try to get some dresses, some long dresses. I'll try to get some skirts and all of that. But they know that when I'm not there, that is who I am. Do you understand? And that does not mean that they will hate me for it or they won't like me for it. But the thing is, just be yourself. Try not to hide who you are. You should be open-minded. You should be ready to learn new culture. Just like your husband to be will also be ready to learn about your culture, about new culture. So be ready. With this point, I always suggest you have a very good conversation with your husband or your wife about his or her family before you visit for the first time. For example, if they have the culture of, okay, in Yoruba land, you go down on your knee when you want to greet an elderly person. So that one, your wife or your husband to be should have already taught you about that. Okay, that when you get to my family house, you have to go down your knee, or you have to prostrate when you see my dad and my mom. That is how it is done. It was easy for me meeting my husband's family because I'm a Yoruba girl and he is a Yoruba man. So I already know the culture of, okay, when I get there as a Yoruba lady, you have to kneel down to greet the elders and all of that. But if you're going to marry into another tribe, maybe Yibo or Hausa, and they have different culture, you might want to discuss this with your husband to be or your wife to be before you actually visit for the first time. In Yoruba land also, there is this thing of, you know, respecting in-laws. It's actually fading away gradually. But if it is a big deal in your husband's family, you might want to take it serious. Like, for example, if your husband's younger brother is even younger than you still have to call that person Brother Kule, Brother Tope, Brother something. You don't call them by their names. This is not mostly relevant these days, but if it is a big deal in your own husband's to be family, you want to consider that. You want to take it serious. You want to think about it, because if you go there and you're doing like me, I cannot call somebody brother something, you know, because I'm older than him. Why should I call him Brother Tope? Why should I call him Brother Kule? The thing is, that might actually be the beginning of wahala that you don't even want to. It might actually graduate to bigger wahala. Brother Kule that you not be seen every day. Brother Kule that you not be seen every time. That you only call once, maybe once in a month or once in 2 months on the phone. That you only get to see only during festive time. And that is the only time you have to call him Brother Kule or something. You know, all these things to avoid big wahala. In the future, when you're eventually married, you want to think about it already. Learn about the culture of your husband or your wife's family, so that you try to avoid all these small things that can eventually graduate into bigger problems in future. Just try to avoid it if you can. You are a guest for the first day, okay? Depending on the situation, you are a guest for the first day. This is something you might also maybe want to discuss with your husband. Okay, this is not related to the men because men are not doing helping things, but the thing is that as a woman, you want to discuss with your husband to be about this. You are a guest for the first day, like go there, good afternoon ma, welcome ma, yeah, my name is Kiriko, I'm from Kiriko, you know, all this normal introduction, getting to know each other, and you sit down, they serve you food, you eat, thank you so much ma, this food tastes so delicious, and you carry your bag and you go. Okay, for the first day, you are a guest. So next visit, you may want to say, mommy, can I help you in the kitchen? Let me help you with this, let me help you with that, let's make the food together, you know, things like that. This is something that does not work the same way in different places. That is why I said you might want to discuss this with your husband to be as well, because some families, they will understand the fact, okay, yeah, she's a guest for the first day, just don't worry, don't bother yourself, you know, don't bother yourself. But some family, if you don't make that attempt that, let me come and help you in the kitchen ma, that first day you don't make that attempt, they'll start seeing you as a lazy girl, I like my stainless, I like my K and things like that. That is why I said it is also good to discuss this part with your husband to be as well. It will be the best to know more about his family, to guide you to know how to do it. In my own case, like I said, I was there for like 3 or 4 days. So the first day I actually wanted to help, because that is what my own mom would expect of a new wife, that the new wife will say, I think you want help me. She will eventually say don't worry, but she expects that new wife on that first visit to want to help. So because of that, from the very first day when I visited my husband's family, I wanted to help the very first day, but they didn't allow me. The second day, the third day, they didn't allow me to do any single thing. Like, I didn't do anything throughout my visit. Like, for the 3-4 days, there were a lot of people, all the wives in the house. I tried. I would say, no, please let me do it. Please let me join. I want to do. Please, I'll be, you know. They will say, no, don't worry. They will insist that, no, you're a guest. Don't worry yourself. This time, you're the one taking care of you. So for the 3-4 days that I was there, they didn't allow me to do anything. I was just eating, doing tourism and all of that, enjoying myself throughout the visit. So like I said again, it depends on the family. You might want to discuss with your husband to be before visiting for the first time about this as well. Another point that I would like to share with you guys is that when you're going to visit your husband's family or your wife's family for the first time, extend a hand of goodwill by buying something. It doesn't have to be something huge. Just buy something to be like, ah, mommy, I bought this for you. Mommy, daddy, I bought this for you. I think for the men, most of the men, like, because I'm Yoruba, because this might be different for different culture, most of the time men give money instead of buying gifts. But when women visit the in-law for the first time, women will buy maybe Ankara, that is African attire. It might be provisions. You don't have to buy something expensive. You can buy something affordable, you know, just for you to extend that hand of goodwill. That, mommy, I really appreciate you for giving me this gentleman, you know. It depends on what your mother-in-law likes. You can ask your husband before visiting, like I said earlier. For us, because my husband has not visited his family for a long time, even if he wasn't going with me, he was still going to buy a lot of things while going there, because it's been a long time and he will always buy something whenever he visits anyways. So we bought a lot of things from Abeokuta that we live. When we got to Ilorin from the car park, we bought a lot of others, bread, chin-chin, all these small snacks for people around. We bought special stuff for mommy separately, but you know, we also bought few things for people around, because we know there will be children that have seen him for a long time. They want to say, ah, brother, can you come, welcome, you know. So we bought stuff for people like that as well. So that was how it went. So that is what I would love to share with you today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please, let's keep the conversation going in the comment section below. You know, I love to read your comments. I would love to know what you think, and if you have more points to add, please leave it in the comment section below, because I don't know it all. This is just my own experience. You might have more experience and people will also want to learn from you. Please leave any idea to help people meeting their spouses family for the first time in the comment section below, and do well to check on these 2 videos. I'm sure you will enjoy watching these videos. Are you subscribed to this channel yet? If you're not subscribed to this channel, please click on the subscribe button. Down here is the red button. Also, there's a notification bell icon just beside the subscribe button. Please click on that so you can get my notifications straight to your phone whenever I post a new video. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.